Randomly selected. That's what you guys did, just like me.
Alright, I'm gonna be real honest, only half of you are gonna like me, and I'm sorry. I'm not a comedian, I'm a rapper, so let me just get this manifesto before I kill myself in several months. I got out of a narcissistic abusive relationship and I developed what's called derealization disorder, which is your brain shuts down and doesn't think anything's real. Do you know how psychologically abusive someone has to be to feel so much pain and then my mind goes, no, this isn't real. I'm in a simulation somewhere and this is all a projection of my mind. Yeah, silence. So the doctor prescribes me 6 pills and says if you take any more than 6 or 7, I fucked the joke up already. See, I'm not a comedian. The doctor says if you take 6 pills, you'll die. So if I take 8, then wake up the next day, can I sue for malpractice? Any social justice warriors, protesters in here? Good. I hate people who fucking protest. Nothing in my life's gonna work out how I want. I'm not fucking protesting about it. It's so egocentric and selfish to me that you have a problem with life, so you're like, I want this to change in life, when life is about us changing. And I know that because my life has just been a downward spiral of failure and rejection and eviction and abandoned by my parents and church doorsteps and fucking... I told you, I'm probably dying this year. So who loves life here? You know, you gotta enjoy the simple things and appreciate it, but I feel like if you don't hate life a little, you're just an asshole. Then someone goes, life is a gift from God, and it's like, that's because you got married to the person you want, and got your dream job, have a social circle, and everyone loves you. You're not in a poverty-torn war zone in Jersey City, and fucking no one loves you, and you have an illness, and there's no way out, and you're fucked. I'm gonna edit laughs in and post things on YouTube so it could be like, oh, aspiring comedian fell before it was too tough, whatever, but. So, I truly didn't understand feminism. I was ignorant until that narcissistic abusive relationship, and then I realized that's what feminism is. It's global narcissistic abuse. It's lies, manipulate, demonize, defame, and then play the victim. The wage gap has been proved as a myth, but that's something they go with their crazy narrative to attack men for. They invented... Thank you. What is mansplaining? It's a word to say that anything a man says is condescending when they could just be telling the truth. No one in this room is intelligent. We don't have all the information. So if someone needs to correct you saying, hey, you got that? If it's a man, you can't mansplain. It's so psychotic that if they can't be corrected, that everything they say is right and can't be questioned. But if you do, it's called mansplaining. Male privilege. What is male privilege? It's the fact that when I got raped and I got abused, no one took it seriously, and the fucking Madison County cops, who I both hope get killed, didn't take it seriously that my girlfriend punched me and stabbed me. Yeah, see, we can laugh about that. If I were a woman, I'd be on Oprah and everybody like, see how horrible men are because you got stabbed? No. And if you look at it, the criminal statistics, not the feminism propaganda, it's 40% to 60% female rapists, but you bring up female rapists and you get kicked out of a comedy club like I did a month ago in this exact spot. I brought up how I was raped as a female. I got raped by a female as a child, and then the joke was, no, I wasn't strong, I was weak, that's how I got raped. You know, but they kicked me out. They fucking took me off stage. And then a woman came on after, whatever. This is just rambling psychopath. All right, I got this. How the fuck is there a patriarchy oppressing women when the majority of people in power are women, are married men? And if you've ever seen a married couple, it's just some bitched out dude with a woman who controls his money, controls his actions, controls his job, controls what he wears. So you don't think the government making laws have over some bitch just nagging him for hours? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? I can prove women don't want equality. I can show you right now. If a woman attacks me, I should be able to smack her right back. You see?
Let's test it.
Oh, okay. Exactly. You see? That would be such a problem if I hit a woman. When that's true equality, it's these, and I don't blame women. I honestly support feminism. What I hate is bitch men who agree with women's bullshit. That's how they got these twisted egos in the first place to think that they're never wrong. It's women had a problem, and bitch men were the one that were manipulated towards them to believe that all this shit isn't real. Alright, so fuck this world. I hate the hierarchy. I'll end it with this. I want everyone to die. I hate that everyone's at war with themselves. Everyone's sick inside. There's hierarchy. It shouldn't exist. Human society's bullshit. Fuck this world. I hope I die this year.
Yeah, all right. That was so random. That was so random.
Give it up for RanDoM.
Thank you everyone for being here. I'm not a good comedian at all, so I'm just gonna it's a funny story how I got into comedy. Actually, this is true. I'm being profiled by the FBI as a domestic terrorist and person of interest. So, yeah. I'm a fucking comedian. That's why I'm getting on stage and posting this shit on YouTube. No one's laughing. So I tried to be a professional rapper for 10 years of my life, and I failed. And I realized what we consider professional is based on what you get paid. That's what makes you professional. So being on disability for a bipolar schizophrenic, I'm technically a professional crazy person. So if we get in a fight, I'm just doing my job. Hey, fuck you, man. That's what I get paid for. Alright, so any social justice warriors or protesters in here? Good. I fucking hate people who protest in life. Like, so they find something unfair, so they have to make it about them. It's all narcissism and entitlement, because life, what we were all taught is life is not fair, so what you do is you change for life. You don't try to change the world around you, because it's all narcissistic on your cause. It's ramblingness. Men can't mansplain. Feminism is the future, and they're like, bitch, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Domestic violence is underrated. It's a separate issue. I realized that I love life and I want to succeed and have some promising future, but I didn't realize instinctually I'm suicidal. On a different related charge, I've had guns pulled on me 3 times by police officers on a domestic charge incident. So it was the woman against me. It'll all get sorted out. So what happened was, they said, put your hands in the air, you reach in, and, they had the guns. So part of me was like, just fucking reach in your pocket. This is God sending you a sign to leave this fucking world. Just do that, and I can fucking leave. What the hell happened to comedy? I feel like ever since it got mainstream, it's turned into these people who they feel like they have some political point with their backpack and hipster liberal agenda and their parents' trust fund. There's no real comedians that have to do drugs before they get on stage, or people who feel like they have to do it or they'll fucking die next month. What happened to all the homicidal, serial killing, like mentally ill, sex addicted, drug addict comedians? I don't see that anymore. I think women ruined comedy. See, we're laughing because it's true. This trend of female comedians, and I got in Twitter fights with them. Katie Q funny, Vanessa Johnson, and Kelsey Cook. They're not funny. I used to take their jokes and do them on stage, and no one would laugh at all. And yet they're touring comedians because they got legendary cosigns by fucking bitch comedians like Joey Diaz and Jim Norton, who can say, no, bitch, you're not funny. Get off the stage. So they're like, oh, yeah, you're funny. And they got jobs. They're opening. And now they're on Letterman. Fuck that shit. I would say, good thing these bitches aren't pilots. Otherwise, planes would be crashing every other day for their incompetence. Yeah. No, I didn't even write that down. That just came out. All right, the last thing I was going to say is, what I find narcissistic is these women aren't comedians. They're formal models that got on stage and they show their tits everywhere in their Instagram posts. They say, you can't say anything about my body because I'm a comedian. It's like, oh, I was hot in the 90s. So was Ace of Base. No one gives a fuck about them now. Get the fuck off the stage, you fake bitches. I hate you. God blesses some people with love and family. He just blessed me with a fucking big dick and to read women sexually. That's going to get me far in life. That has some medical benefit or future that I don't hang myself in about a month. So I got out of... The joke is that so many people who kill themselves are so depressed and they're in pain and they're suffering. I'm talking about, I would love myself so much, I would blow my fucking brains out to be like, fuck this. I'm leaving the party, it's not for me. You don't have family, you just have people who are using you. You don't have friends, you just have people who haven't lied or betrayed to you yet. And you don't have love, you just have people whose brokenness hasn't been fulfilled and used by you. Fuck this world and everyone in it.
More RanDoM, everybody.
Is it just me, or is there a cold vibe to this room of like uncomfortability? Yeah. Good thing most of the black people left, right? You know what's funny is if a black person laughed at that, everyone else would have laughed at that. That's why I fucking hate white people. Fuck that. The incel problem in this country needs to be dealt with. Every time I see a woman's march, I just think that bitch needs to get laid. It's fucking disturbing to me that they're screaming about all this crazy fucking nonsense, and the truth is their pussy's on fire, and no kale-eating fucking Antifa member is gonna fucking put them out. Alright, I'll give it to you this. I know what you're thinking. Black Lives Matter is some gangster shit. I'm gonna tell you why.
Lord.
Yeah,
Alright.
bro, peace. I'm gonna tell you why, right? Black Lives Matter is some gangster shit. Because they got white people to speak their crazy fucking bullshit and nonsense. I love that. I fucking love that.
Yeah.
No, I honestly...
Elaborate.
I'm a little racist, but I hate white people more. Does that make me still racist?
He hates. He's misanthropic.
Yeah, this is 2018, God forbid, have an open mind about things and not read some fucking, oh, he's an alt-right member because he fucking, I grew up in Jersey City, so I'm gonna be a little on edge about shit. You don't know what real racism, oh, this just turned into an interrogation. I'm gonna see if I can turn this fucking shit around. I had a whole thing of jokes that I just fucking forgot because I snorted opiates in the bathroom. It's true. And I tried to, that girl Lindsay, she helped me during a time and we exchanged information and I was trying to pick her up, but it's always awkward, you know. It is, she's a sweetheart. That's my main girl though, but like she said, oh, you're right there in the corner. Yeah. All right. Well, just to let you know, it's open. So if you want to get in this fucking underworld perdition, it's all systems go. I feel like I should just do crowd work at this point because I fucked my whole setup with.
Try again.
No. I accepted, like the Buddha, I accepted I was going to bomb on stage and everyone was going to hate me. And I fully embraced that as my destiny. So say shit. I don't give a fuck what it is. You can say, I hope you die next month. You can say, go fuck yourself. You can say, I hope you hang from a closet. Just say shit.
Tell some jokes about Uber.
About Uber? The Uber service? Anyone who stands for any fucking movement is a pussy. Jesus Christ. I'm protesting this. No, you fucking hate that your parents didn't love you enough. Stop with the bullshit. I'm a social justice warrior. I care about these rights. No, you just didn't get the fucking person you wanted in high school, and you're projecting all your anger on everything. Fuck Donald Trump and fuck the left and fuck Hillary Clinton. I hope they would just both rape each other on stage. I hope everyone fucking dies. I really hate this world. I hate blacks, I hate whites, I hate Jews, I hate Muslims, I hate atheists, I hate Scientologists. Fuck everyone. Fuck this world. I hope I die tonight. Fuck everyone.
Oh my God, Mark RanDoM. Mark RanDoM. That's the first time I've ever seen an alt-right person up here.
He's not.
Great stuff, man.
I'm actually progressive. It's just
No, I know. It's a bit. I get it. You didn't say Latinos, so thank you for not. We're winning here. All right, guys, that was great. Mark RanDoM, everybody. Mark RanDoM. Yeah. Our next comic will be making his comedy debut here.
Because I'm going to start talking about race, which is everyone's favorite subject in 2018. That was whatever happened to jokes back in All in the Family and Red Fox, and like whatever happened to people understanding people were joking. It's going to get weirder than that, trust me. Black Lives Matter. Do they? I think no lives matter. And the funniest thing about the Black Lives Matter movement is it's run by white people, the same white people who build Whole Foods and Jamba Juice and kick black families out of their neighborhoods while holding a sign saying they care about black lives. It's fucking fake, and I hate it. And if you were a real black person, you'd hate it too. I hope they kill them first during the race riots. They're gonna happen. But that's how I know protests and people are just fake in general. What people is they want attention, they make it about them, and they have this entitlement that their opinion matters when it fucking doesn't, and then they portray it on the world like they're some altruist. I'll give you the perfect example. Colin Kilpatrick is my hero because he kneeled for the national anthem, and people said he's against America. No, he's against police brutality, and whether you're for or against, the truth is that no one knows. He was for his salary getting cut. It had nothing to do with social issues. Everyone just took his publicist at the last minute, ran with that story, and the whole world believed it, and now he's seen as a hero. I'll just edit a laughing, and then my YouTube fan base will really like that. The funny thing, Chris Rock did a bit about saying, I would love to see white people being killed by cops as much as black. And he didn't read the statistics. More white people are killed by cops than black, more white kids than black people. But no one wants those statistics because it doesn't portray the black people as victims and white people as oppressors narrative. Yeah, fucked up. This is how I feel. You gotta see what it is. Is it racist, honestly, if I hate black people, but I hate white people more? I feel like all racism or homophobia or Islamophobia comes down to just not knowing the right amount of people. Like if you live in brown people, white people, red people, yellow people, if you meet all of them enough, you'll just hate all of them. I'm a misanthrope. Don't call me a racist. Don't call me a sexist. Don't call me a homophobe. I'm misanthropic, which is hatred for humanity. I'm fighting for equality. You're trying to divide it up and put me in a category, and that's how I feel Donald Trump. He hates women. He kills poor white people all the time. His fucking drug addiction and or whatever, opiate laws and killing their job, and it doesn't fucking matter. It's hatred. Stop dividing it up. Yeah. Where the fuck was I going in this? Oh, I do believe in reparations for one thing, and no one's gonna like this joke, but it's true. I feel like the world there's two types of people. There's people who divide themselves based on race and people who seek equality. I feel like reparations need to go to the black people who don't identify themselves as the race and they just see themselves as a person. And the people who view themselves as a race, whether white or black, it's the fucking same. You're divisionary racist. Fuck your ego complex. I hope you all die. Fuck this world. It's random. Everybody. What the fuck is happening to comedy? And that one tweet that Roseanne sent out makes me realize that comedy is dying because of the social internet age where Instagram and bloggers and people who feel like their opinion matters realizes their inner pain, so they take things seriously. Life is a fucking joke because you know what happens when you know what happens? You die at the end, so it doesn't fucking matter. Or you're studying a person, you're fucking dying for it. Media tells people what to be upset about, and that's what I fucking hate so much about. Comedy is supposed to be everything's funny. You remember the age of Sanford and Son, All in the Family, Richard Pryor, George Carlin. We knew what humor was, and it was thriving, and it brought people together. The 90s were good because we knew there was black and white people trying to make it together, and we knew who the racists were. And now everyone's just capitalizing off race wars with trying to it's this I gotcha culture of, oh, I got Roseanne for a fucking joke. Everything, you're taking everything so serious where you can't even tweet shit on Instagram anymore. Oh, it's a fucking funny joke. Fakeness of white people. So I wanted to ask, is it racist if I hate black people, but I hate white people so much fucking more? Really? Everyone divides it in you're homophobic, I'm misogynistic, I'm racist, I'm Islamophobic. No, it's called misanthropic, which is hatred for humanity. If anything, I'm fighting for equality because I hate everyone equally. Everyone dividing them up into I hate Italian. You know what? I got a joke just for that. I don't think black people are as oppressed as they say. And here's where it comes from. Think about this. Okay, black people have horrifically been enslaved by this country, systematically oppressed by this government, been falsely incarcerated in prison, and yet when a white person shoots at the school, they're crazy. When Timothy McVeigh blows up a building, they're crazy. I guess there's not enough pain in the soul to realize that if someone goes into a government building, a bunch of white people in suits, bang, 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 That person's crazy. And that's what I hate, the whole white people saying Black Lives Matter. They're the ones walking through Harlem, gentrifying it with their Jamba Juice and Whole Foods, and they kick black families out all the time, and then they're standing in front of you saying Black Lives Matter. Fucking hate white people. Hate myself. People are in this religious war where the Jewish people believe they're the chosen people, and through Agorian philosophy they believe black people should be slaves, whereas black people believe they originated from Africa as the chosen people, and white people should be slaves. That's the Nation of Islam, Farrakhan, 5%ers. So Jewish people and black people are constantly at this war, and I don't understand how it's playing the victim to attack the Jewish people, saying slavery, because if you go back thousands of years during the barbaric slave trade, the golden age of the Moors, I've read that book, the entire fucking thing, the Irish slave trade, black people owned Jewish people, and there were kings and queens in Africa with Jewish slaves. So I don't know if America is so much oppressing as much as it's just been an ongoing war of stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop for the Jews. So the reason I give reparations is because why identify yourself as a skin color? That's what I hate about everyone and their fucking religion and their gender and their sexual pronoun. I'm transgender. No, there's nothing to you. You're an individual. We're supposed to go for love. We're supposed to unite as one and bring harmony. But the fact is, people don't do that. They say, I'm a part of this group and we hate you for this. I'm a part of this group and that's why fucking comedy's dying. That's why this world's gonna kill each other, because there is no love in any human being. So fuck this world and everyone.
Sir, what's going on? RanDoM.
Hello everybody, how are you doing tonight?
Good.
The incel problem in this country needs to be dealt with. Every time I see these feminist protesters out there screaming for what they think is equality, I just think to myself, no male bun, kale eating Antifa member is getting the job done and their pussy is on fire. You've never met an unsexually satisfied woman? Or are you just sexually unsatisfying every woman you come across? I don't know who said what. That was just a response to that. And whatever the fuck the left they're fucking gang, they're, I want to be hip, but I gentrify neighborhoods, but I'm down with the cause and I'm woke. No, you're fucking not. You're a fraud like everyone else. The liberals, not you. I'm talking about the fucking white people who say they care about black lives. They don't care. They just want black people to see that they care about black lives.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah, fuck those white people. I hope you kill them first during the race riots. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh shit. No, you're right?
I hate everyone. The funny thing about the incel movement is there are these sexually undesirable men, like 40 years old and out of shape and all that other stuff, and they get angry because they're saying, the feminist argument is men aren't entitled to our attention, to our sex, or to our bodies. And I agree with the feminists. But in true equality, then sorry ladies, you're not entitled to the protection of males or the security. So when one of these incels starts shooting everyone and a woman jumps out, help me, you have to go, excuse me man, you're not entitled to my protection or my security. Yeah, it is what it is. That's the thing, I hate that this world has this ego caught up in sex, that you can get a good job or you could get in shape, but I can't say I have a 9.5-inch dick and I fuck really good. Like everyone's like, oh, I don't believe you, because everyone's so much about their own shit, and it's just fucked up. It's like, sorry, when I was a teenager, I was always fucking outside my weight class. The reason I say women care more, women play this fantasy, oh, I just want love and romance. No, they care about sex. I've been a sex worker for 9 years, and the majority of my clients are rich married women, so that's let you know where women are at. You don't know whether to laugh or feel bad for me, like I'll probably throw myself in front of a bus at the end of this. But the funny thing is there's all this fat acceptance and you can't slut shame, and big women are beautiful, and I saw a Vice documentary and all these things of 400-pound women who are unemployed, and they say they deserve love too, they deserve affection too, so they're entitled, but a man that can't get laid, you have to shame him and make fun of him. That's real equality right there, and that's the funniest thing about the feminists, is they want to smash the patriarchy and toxic masculinity. Nothing is more toxic and patriarchal than judging a man by their sexual prowess. Like somehow, however many women I have or haven't put my dick in makes me more or less valid in my opinions. That's fucked up, but it's the hierarchical cycle that they think they're a part of, but they're not. I hate everyone. Where was I going with this? Oh, don't worry, I got race jokes, so it'll lighten the mood.
Perfect.
Yeah. Hashtag, you hear about the walk away movement?
Nah.
It's actually pretty dope. Is a group of a lot of black people, underclass and middle class, they start realizing that Democrats are just using them as their like trophy of we care about black people and the marginalization of their group. And they realize no, they're just using us for votes, so they're hashtag walking away. And the hilarious thing I find is that when you listen to those videos and watch them, it's like apparently these underclass, underprivileged black people don't feel like how all these rich upper class white people have told them they felt. Yeah. RNS. But that's the thing, is it's like nothing is more oppressive and marginalizing than generalizing an entire group and assuming. And it's like, you don't find that offensive? It's like, I'm a millionaire movie star. Let me tell you all about the black struggle. It's fucking fake as shit. I hate Hollywood. So that's why the world's divided. They have there's the Antifa members and the alt-right. And I realized all these people, they just view life through these Facebook groups of these Facebook videos, and they're almost cosplaying their own genocide just by, there's racial division, there's gender division, and there's Islamic division, and there's just all division and people with hatred, and it's like, it's just like playing it. Now Facebook has just become, they get their news from it, so that's the reality, and then they just play this avatar of, I'm a social justice warrior, I care about this. No, you just fucking, no one loves you, and your virtue is signaling for attention, and it's fucking fake. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is it racist if I hate black people, but I hate white people more?
Damn, yo, that's a Jesus Christ.
That's true. Because they're just so much more faker about race. They're like you talk about it and they're like, wow, I don't know, like they're talking about black people are struggling, they're all this, and it's like, they fucking hate you. They want you to stop glad-handing them and treating them like children. They're like, no, you don't understand, you're racist. And I'm like, no, I just grew up around a lot more black people than I wanted to my whole life. So if Russia's hacked the election, I don't know. When I heard that Russia hacked the election, I was like, wow, they got into the CIA computers, they like manipulated the vote system, and then they're talking about, no, they just had Facebook accounts and then started political arguments. And the way I feel about this country is if you let Facebook determine your political opinion, you deserve your election hacked. I hope there is some fucking genocide coming. Fuck this world and everyone in it, it's random. Whee! Yeah, so I was in a relationship with a woman. She was a narcissistic, abusive person, which is they basically lie and manipulate and make you out to be the perpetrator, and then they like have false evidence, and then they like psychologically abuse you. And then I realized, now I understand what social justice warriors are. It's just global narcissistic abuse. They feel entitled that they're the victim, and then they make you the oppressor, they demonize you, and then attack you. And that's all this political correctness is. Yeah, thank you. That's what I don't understand, is I've been kicked out of several comedy clubs for making jokes about race or gender or trans people, and it's just hilarious to me that they say because of my race and because of my gender that I can't make certain jokes. I'm like, isn't that inherently racist and sexist off the bat? I thought the whole goal of equality was that we were gonna just be one, uniting under this, but now you're dividing it up into racist, homophobic, and genders, and that's all you see each other as, and it's narcissistic because you're doing that just because you want to feel superior. It's an ego boost. That's how I know it's narcissistic. And if you want to know my true opinion, because I've been called racist, misogynistic, I'm misanthropic, which is hatred for humanity. So I'm wondering, is it racist if I hate black people but I hate white people more? Because I find them so much faker. They're the ones who are saying Black Lives Matter while gentrifying Harlem and Brooklyn and putting Jamba Juice and Whole Foods and kicking black families out. And they're going to tell me I'm racist for my jokes? I literally like... That's what I was gonna say, is my lawyer, that was the joke I missed, is I said, my lawyer, what happens is you find out through the other lawyer what evidence they have on you, and it turns out that there's several hits that my ex put out on me. So if you really don't like me, I'm probably going to be dead in a month, so it doesn't fucking matter. So this whole social justice, it's you need equality, people, or whatever. It's fucking spoiler alert, you die at the end of life. So just have fun and be nice to people, but overall, you're fighting for nothing. You're just fighting to make yourself look better. I don't believe white people care about black lives. I think they just care about black people seeing they care about black lives to make themselves feel better through their own guilt. And that's the same thing with male feminists. I don't believe male feminists care about women's rights. I think they just want women to say, hey, see, hey, I don't look after a woman, just so you know. Fucking frog. Wokeness. Anyone here woke? You want to know the truth? Life is just a collective nightmare, and we're all energy contributing to a positive or negative, and none of this matters, and death is just a transcendent cycle that we're all in, and time is an illusion in this one dimension. How's that for fucking woke?
You watch a lot of Rick and Morty.
What?
You said you watch a lot of Rick and Morty?
No, I did a lot of acid as a teen because my parents kicked me out of my house. So what media trends were you told to be upset about last time? Last time it was gun control, this time it's immigration. I don't think anyone really gives a fuck about parents being torn away from their kids. And here's how I know, because everyone was hashtagging and sharing on Facebook and Instagram, and, oh, this is horrible. But you know what? No one's giving a fuck about orphanages. No one's cared about false incarcerations in prison. No one's cared about families being torn since probably the beginning of time from their kids, just based on false incarceration, orphanages, and parents or kids that weren't wanted. I really believe all the world's problems are not only overpopulation, but parents who procreated and didn't want to have their child, so then they just bring that toxic cycle upon them, and everyone has this emptiness in them that they have to just attack everyone. We're in an us versus them mentality where we should really just be peaceful and loving, but we're black, transgender, Islamic, Muslim women, and we're attacking white men. That's the real funny thing is, I don't like Nazis, obviously, because they subscribe to an ideology, even though I look like one. And if I were in prison, we know where I'm joining up. But the funny thing, that's what I'm saying, is like social justice warrior. Oh, you're all right. What happens if you go to prison? You think all those protests there, the black people, the Latin kings, the Bloods are gonna protect you from getting raped? No. Thank you. I hope that's the light at the end of the tunnel for when I eventually throw myself in front of a fucking train. Does that sound weird because it doesn't sound like I'm joking? Yeah. Oh yeah, but that's what it is. It's this attack on the white man, quote unquote, because gays hate them, attack them because they're evil. Women hate them. Black people hate them, and trans people, and it's one of those, maybe they hate us because they hate us. God, he's so successful. He speaks the truth. No, I'm just a fucking drug addict trying to find some way in life where I'm not getting evicted from my apartment every other month and living out of a motel. How's that for one? We need voices based on IQ tests and compassion, and dumb people run everything because Facebook, they said, divided us, and it's people who shouldn't have a voice because they're below the IQ test. Fuck this world and everyone in it. There is no love. Goodbye.
Quality, you know, I'm sorry. And after 2 years, there's finally time for him to start like doing shit, right? And then he's just like, wait, what did I promise? I promised all that shit? Fuck! And then he faked his own death. I think that's what happened.
It's my prerogative to put on who I need to put on. Okay. And I would really respect it if you respect me.
Yeah.
Leaving.
Hello everybody, we're all open mic comedians. I'm going to try to relate to you. Did any of you receive 100 death threats in the past couple of days? Yeah, it's apparently now blogs are published that I'm misogynistic and hate women. And the truth is I actually hate men more. It's just funnier to say as a man I hate women. It's a whole thing. I'll get into this as I roll through things. I had an incident at a comedy club where I had hecklers and it didn't go particularly well, and I got assaulted and attacked, and it was, you know. Yeah, the thing is, I would have brushed it off because I get it. I'm not everyone's favorite comedian. It's just afterwards, now they're saying, we want to charge hate speech on him. Like, I have to go to the precinct later today and defend myself. And to me, it's just fucking find funny that I just said some jokes that were not tasteless against women, and I had man-hating material, don't worry. But I had jokes against women, and these people are publishing blogs and shutting me down. I got kicked out of the Disney pair, and I got assaulted, and everyone's talking about how they want to kill me, and I'm like, I was just telling jokes. You're actually inciting hate against me and inciting violence. And I don't want to play the game of what if the roles reverse, but as a woman, could you imagine 5 guys standing up screaming at you, I want you to fucking die, fuck you, kill yourself, and a male just assaults you, and then everyone's like, she's the person in the wrong. We have to ban her from all our comedy clubs because he's told like an anti-men joke or something. And that's why I hate men more. Because 2 women had a problem with me, published it because they're successful comedians, more successful than me, and all these guys are like, I'll beat him up for you. If I see him in Greenwich Village, I'll stab him for you. And it's like, come on. And you see me walking, and that's the funny thing, is like, you're a fucking pussy, you have no balls, that's why you, like, I'm an open micer, not every set's gonna go so well. I'm gonna let you act like, I just started 4 months ago. I've been called everything. I've been called incel and school shooter. Do I kind of, yeah, I got one of them. But the funny thing is, it's like, it just seems unoriginal because I've been called a school shooter like 100 fucking times. People look, I should wear a sign saying, please stop calling me a school shooter and incel. And the hilarious thing is, me and my girlfriend, we're both comedians, or I have multiple girlfriends, whatever. And we're both, no, it's my life is fucked up, trust me, I'll be dead in a month. But so like we're sketch comedy, so we posted a video of us like having sex on the internet and that, and everyone goes, you're a fucking incel, you just hate women because you can't get laid. You just like, the irrationality of people who are for political correctness is psychotic. There's a video of me fucking, and they say, you just hate women because you're an incel. For those who don't know, it's people who have issues with women or whatever. It's just crazy rumors and lies that ruin your career, and it's just insane because, like, I just love people. I just thought, like, oh man, you're a comedian, let me follow you on Instagram, let me support you if you have a show, and everyone's like, fuck you, RanDoM, we want you dead. Get out of our club. Like, oh. I guess the woman who did the New York hate jokes earlier was just preaching. But the thing is, I would never want anyone's show banned. Like, I would never want to destroy you. Like, I didn't see the brother in here, but if he came on stage and said, white people should be killed, fuck white people should die, Nation of Islam, I'd be like, well, let's see what he has to say. It's funny because it's like, at the end of the day, you can publish all the blogs you want about me, all the rumors and lies and the popularity contests and identity politics. I'm still going to be laughing, I'm still going to be smiling, and no one in this entire world can hate me more than I hate myself. So just know that.
Hello everybody, how are you doing tonight? I'm being profiled by the FBI as a person of interest. That's not a joke, that's a true story. And the upsetting thing about it is, I thought I had white privilege. I thought that shit was real, but apparently, and I'm not a minority, so I can't hashtag for my freedom. Like that one comedian in Brooklyn who the ICE people, because he made a Border Patrol joke, and I can't say, hey guys, I'm being oppressed too. No, they're just like, fuck you. So I say, fuck them. And that's the thing, is I'm not one of these Antifa, liberal, social I will fucking support Donald Trump, I'll support Blue Lives, just fucking stop fucking with me. It's gonna get colder from this point. I have women of constant. Contrary to popular belief, I don't hate my parents. I love my parents, and I don't know where they are. I don't speak to them. But the thing is, like, you get so caught up in social justice and you want to do the right thing that you forget that those people don't give a fuck about you. The people who are with you, your family, they love you and will protect you. For instance, I don't give a fuck if my parents are racist. My parents can be child molesters, and if people say, your parents are horrible, they're not for social movements, I'll look you right in the eye and say, fuck you, they're the greatest people ever. I know people who are straight out racist, fly Nazi flags, and I still got love for them. Why? Because would any of you save my life? No, they'd kill for me, so fuck you all. What the hell happened to real comedians? I don't see that anymore. I don't see any drug addicted, sex addicts, suicidal, loners, been molested their whole life comedians. All I see is a bunch of entitled, rich, millennial, upper class people. My opinion matters because my parents didn't pay enough attention to me. Get the fuck off the stage, you're not funny. Not that I am either. You know what's funny? A couple of months ago, I was at an open mic and I said, I'm the comedy god. And so many people got pissed, so I'm the comedy god. See, it sounds cringing. Don't you kind of hate me a little bit more for saying that? I'm the comedy god. Speaking of, why is it people who really haven't suffered a real life experience have the most hatred of them, and the people who've really gone through shit don't care? For instance, when you see people protest, by the way, Me Too is bullshit. I'm sorry. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Oh my God, someone looked at me wrong and I'm traumatized. There was a guy who was tortured by Somali pirates, had their children's lives threatened, had his friend killed, and he goes, huh, it was pretty hard, and he's laughing it off. I guess my whole point is we got into this business because it was originally, we're real comedians and we're all fucked up. So for comedians, Jen Kirkman is a cunt. For her to come out, oh my God, this is so horrible. Louis C.K. jerked off in front of me. Louis C.K. could rape me in the mouth. And if I still got a point out there, we're in this business because we accept life is horrible. We're all illness. I'm probably going to kill myself in a month. I don't give a fuck. Life is great. Life is illness. So, political correctness killed comedy, and now it's a different breed of people that I don't get along with. I honestly think women ruined comedy. Oh my God! There's no more narcissistic, self-entitled, self-absorbed, making about themselves than women. Than these women that have led these in the bubble lives. I can't even get through the joke, it's so fucking funny. The future is female? No, the future is female enslavement. You're gonna get yourselves fucked up to where bitch men aren't gonna take your shit anymore.
Honey, come on.
Fuck this world and fucking world. Woo! Would you like to hear some jokes about airplane food? Peace.